Good morning and thanks for joining me. It's Market Monday. It's the first day of February. January was an incredible month. Those of you that have been following along for a while know that I've been talking about my hopes that there is a significant shadow inventory. Those are properties that have been kind of on the wings. A lot of them are people that tried to sell back in 2008, 2009, 2010 as prices were collapsing. Those people have been in negative equity situations for a long time, or negative profit situations for some people. They had plenty of equity, but they weren't going to get the profit that would motivate them to sell. Well, that is now happening. Those shadow properties are coming on the market, and they're helping us fuel, or they're helping us meet the demand that's out there right now. And thank goodness for that, because there's just not enough inventory. So let's get into this week's numbers. We always start with inventory. This week we saw 56 new listings come onto the market. Last week we had 51. In the same week last year we had 62. So again, another week after week, inventory is lower this week than the same week last year. Year to date, which right now we're talking about the month of January is year to date, we had 240 listings come onto the market on Hilton Head Island. Over January last year, the same period of time, January of 2020, we had 272 properties come onto the market. That's a 12% decrease in inventory. Thank goodness that number's not larger, because we really wouldn't be feeding the demand. So inventory is already super low. I think in the past we've looked at a negative inventory situation or a lower inventory situation as a positive thing. Well, that's all shifted. Right now I'm looking for more inventory. Otherwise the market's going to start to sputter. Next, sales. This last week we had 39 sales. The week previous we had 30. This same week last year we had 32. It's a slight increase over last year, but more important, the year-to-date numbers, which are the January numbers. So January of 2021, we had 203 closed sales on Hilton Head Island. January of 2020, 147, a 30% increase in sales activity. You know, layer that on top of the lower inventory, the market is just appreciating like crazy. It's very, very strong market. The pendings, so we look at pendings because they're a window into the future of what's coming. Pendings should turn into closings. So this last week we had 86 properties go under contract. Last week we had 82. And as a comparison, the same week last year we had 51. So you can see the difference is really, really significant. Year to date, or the January 2021 number, we had 329 properties on Hilton Head go under contract. The same period of time last year, January 2020, 187. Folks, that's a 76% increase in properties going under contract. I mean, what can you say about that? That is just astonishing. That affects price. But before we talk about price, I'm going to ask you to make sure that you follow us on Facebook, on social media, at PerdomeTeam.com. If you're watching this today on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit the notifications bell so that you get a notification in the next video that drops. Now let's get back to Market Mondays. Average selling price. Average selling price, year to date, $588,718. Over the same period of time last year, January 2020, the average selling price was $452,306. That's a 30% increase year over year. Amazing, amazing. Last, cumulative days on the market. We just throw this in as a statistic to kind of show the health of the market, how quick things are moving. For most of last year, cumulative days on the market, the average amount of time that it took for a property to sell was about 6 months. We're down to 67 days right now. The same period of time last year, it was 148. 55% decrease in the amount of time it takes for a property to go under contract. Thanks so much for joining me this first week of February. We'll see you next week.